The Minister of Labour, will the government support the Employment Relations Statutory Minimum Redundancy Entitlements Amendment Bill to Select Committee so New Zealand workers and business can have their say on the adequacy of current redundancy laws?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr Speaker, no.
Darien Fenton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What then does she have to say to Warehouse Supervisor Rod Highstead, who's one of about a dozen workers at TA McAllister laid off this week without any redundancy payment after 20 years' service?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr Speaker, for anybody who loses their job, it can be a very upsetting experience, and I certainly sympathise with them. That is why our government has made sure that we are taking every step we can to get the economy growing again and help laid-off workers into new jobs.
Supplementary. Thank you, Mr Speaker. What does she have to say to Annie, an IT worker who emailed me this week, who was made redundant just before Christmas without redundancy pay and who's lost her house, all of her savings and practically all of her furniture because she had nothing to tide her over while she looked for another job?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr Speaker, I also repeat what I said to my previous answer, but Mr Speaker, redundancies are never nice. People are losing jobs. Small business owners are losing their livelihood and often their homes, and adding more rules and regulations to this does not make it any fairer.
Darien Fenton.
What does she have to say to telecom engineers such as Jonathan Smith, who were made redundant through no fault of their own in the middle of one of New Zealand's highest periods of unemployment, with no redundancy pay to help them get through the hard times until they find more work?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr Speaker, can I just reiterate what I've said in the previous two responses?
Question number 10, Joe Goodhue.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.